Hello, hello. How's everybody doing? We haven't done a video in a minute. Been busting our butts at the store, and things are going well. Been open 3.5 weeks, and I can't complain. There's so much that I haven't done, and so much that I still want to do to try to draw business in there and get traffic in there. So for what we have done and where we are at, I'm just super excited, and I am having a blast doing this. So if you're ever in East Tennessee, Jefferson City, more specifically over by Cherokee Lake, come on down. We're just off the main road that goes through there, one block over behind Walgreens, and it's a mom and pop small little store. It's got a cool vibe. I think it does. We're just getting great feedback and just having a blast. And so, part of the cool part about being at a record store and owning a record store is you get the releases the day they come out. So, last week, what was it, the 23rd, I think, was the street date for this one from Eddie Money. So, I just wanted to talk about this one a little bit because, man, this is a good album. Now, I haven't opened this one. This one's for sale in the store, and I haven't opened it, but I know the tracks on it, and I just wanted to give my opinion on this one a little bit. So this has got the stripes, the animal stripes, and it's got the bright pink, and it looks very, very 80s, 80s synth pop. Eddie Money was not 80s synth pop. All right, that was just not his thing. So, in my opinion, the packaging on this is terrible because it makes him look like a Duran Duran or a flock of seagulls or somebody like that, and that was not Eddie Money. Here, let me show you some Eddie Money. So going through the years, that's the money man right there. That's just straight up rock and roll. Now he always liked to do the loose ties, the ties that were hanging around his neck, and the loose ties. But still, that's not, we don't have the bright colors, and it's not, it's just straight up rock and roll. It doesn't have an 80s look to it, and then when we get into the 80s, okay, a little bit, No Control, early 80s. It's got the pink, but he's not wearing the 80s, the 80s get up, the 80s style, if you will, that was popular then. And then this was his biggest one probably in the 80s. This one came out, what, 86? Let's see, yeah, 1986. And, still, again, not going with the 80s synth pop look at all, just straight up rock and roll. And I actually have two copies of this. I'm going to tell you about that in just a second. But we got two copies of this one. You want to know why? Good, because I'm going to tell you. So one copy was mine. Bought at Harmony House. See that in Detroit? You see that sticker right there? Harmony House, yes, for $7.49. And the other copy was my wife's. She had her own copy of this record. And I'll tell you about the whys on that here in just a minute. So let's go through the tracks on this one. The name of the album is Best of Eddie Money, Take Me Home Tonight. That's the name of the album. All right? And it's got his best. So they did good on the selection. And they started off with Take Me Home Tonight. Probably his best known song, his biggest hit. Just a fantastic song. And then it goes back to the beginning. Baby, Hold On, Two Tickets to Paradise. So that's song 2, song 3. Then it's got Shakin' on there. I Think I'm in Love. And then I Want to Go Back. Which is from this album right here. Okay? So we got Eddie Money. So there's 2 songs from this album on side 1 of the greatest hits. That's what a great album this was. Then you get on to side 2 of this album. We got Walk on Water, Peace in Our Time, Maybe I'm a Fool, Life for the Taking. Now that's kind of cool because that was not a huge hit. Not a huge hit, but that was the title track from this album. So it's kind of cool they put that one on there. I'll Get By, another ballad. And then Endless Nights. Can you believe Endless Nights made a greatest hits package? So Endless Nights was also on this album, and that's why my wife and I both had this, because that was one of our songs when we were dating back in the day. So this album's just a great album. Take Me Home Tonight, Endless Nights, I Want to Go Back. They're all 3 on this album, and then some other ones on here. We Should Be Sleeping, great tune. It's not a dirty song at all. It sounds like it is, but it's not. It's about, we're up here, we're fighting, we're yelling at each other. It's late at night. Let's just be done with this. I love you, you love me. Let's just go to bed. Bring on the Rain, great tune. Calm Before the Storm, great tune. One Chance, great tune. This is just a fantastic album. And this is a good album as well. I'm just disappointed in the packaging and the artwork and the presentation, but I think it's really cool that Endless Nights made it. I think it's cool that there's 3 tracks from this album on this greatest hits collection. And it's just I guess the only one that, if I had to put one on here, I probably would have left off Maybe I'm a Fool, and I would have put No Control on there. No Control probably my favorite, even though this is probably like number 2, 3, 4 songs favorites of Eddie Money of all time. My number 1 song of Eddie Money is No Control. I got No Control. That's probably my favorite Eddie Money song. It's got the Firebird though on the back. That's kind of cool. I'm not exactly sure what that has to do with Eddie Money, but it's there. So anyway, if you get a chance to check this out, it just came out last week. It's available in the store. It's available online. You can buy this from me, online. If you like. Soundtracks is the name of the record store. Soundtracks Tennessee is the name of the Discogs store. And if you go to soundtracksrecords.com, the link there to get to my online store is there. So you can order this from us online if you'd like to get this from us. But that's not what this channel's about. This channel's just talking about the music. And I just want to talk about this one because I think Eddie Money sometimes is underrated. We forget how long of a career he had and just what great music he had. And he was always on the road and he's always doing shows before he passed. And, he pretty much did this right up until the end, when cancer took him. And, starting in, 77 with Baby Hold On, all the way through the 80s, 90s, even into the early 2000s. And even when he quit putting out hits because, radio got dumb, he was still putting out good music. You just had to go look for it. So get yourself a copy of this one. If you don't have anything by Eddie Money, this is a great place to start. It's a good introduction. It covers his career, and it's got 3 songs on it from the best album I think he ever did. All right, it's the Shock Jock channel. Thanks for watching. We haven't done a video in a minute, and we just wanted to throw one together, talk a little bit about the store, talk about that album there, and that's what we're going to try to do here in the next little bit, is just kind of talk about some of the new stuff that's coming out and stuff that we have. And there's so many more things that we haven't done yet on this channel that we wanted to kind of cover and go through, so we'll be getting to that stuff soon. Things are starting to calm down a little bit, kind of getting my groove, so hopefully we can put more content on this channel. It's the Shock Jock channel. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.